next. It's family time, and today Dr. Rowe is answering all of our weight questions.
Don't wait.
You don't want to wait. Welcome back, everybody. We are back with family and our guest to ask Dr. Rowe some questions about losing those last few pounds, those stubborn pounds that just do not want to budge. And we are starting with Kristen first.
Yeah.
Oh, yay, Dr. Rowe. Oh my gosh, I have so much to ask you about. So we all have our problem areas, and for me, it's my daughter was born 7 months ago, and I had a C-section, and now the weight's all off except for this one problem area on my stomach. It's like 2 inches of just chub, and it's like a ball.
It's the pooch.
It's the squish, fluff,
a little
pooch,
pooch.
whatever. But I want it to go away. And I mean, obviously, I wear flowy shirts, and it's not the end of the world. But I want to get rid of it.
So, right. The first thing I want to say, though, is you got to love all of yourself through weight loss, okay, and for life. So even the jiggly parts. Seriously, it'll work
That's
with
great
you.
advice.
That's
Really,
great
your body
That
will
is
work
great advice.
with you.
ready for this
Right.
Matt,
I hear they're looking for a new member.
you are just
Matt,
all the woman that.
Matt.
Yes.
Song burst is over.
Yes.
It's done.
Yes. But I will say this: sugar. Let's cut added sugar.
All of it?
Yeah. You sound like every client and patient I've ever had. Yes, cut added sugar because what it does is pile on belly fat, but it piles on fat. It really does. And sugar is like a toxin to the body. It causes inflammation. So anything from aches and pains in your joints and muscles all the way through to chronic disease you can get from having sugar. So let's cut the added sugar. So sugary drinks, cakes, cookies, all that stuff.
But not fruit.
Let's cut that. No, not fruit.
Not fruit.
Keep fruit.
No, that's good.
Yes, that's a whole other deal.
no
but
cake.
but that's going to help. Well, you know, I'm not saying for a lifetime, Deborah.
Okay, right.
But yeah, and let's do a sliver.
Okay.
Let's do a sliver.
Well,
Not like a hunk.
I look at it this way because, grapes, they make wine. So that's
fruit.
So that's
It's
good.
totally
So I'm
fruit.
good with
So
that.
by sugar, that means wine, too?
You know, my man, I can always count on you.
To get it wrong?
I can always count on you to jazz it up.
There you go.
Flip
I can
the
always
script,
count on you.
right? That's
Yes.
what I try to
There
do.
you go.
Now, what
Debola,
about, okay, so I always hear this of my friends that are 40 plus. They all say, just wait till you get to the change.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what is this change? They're talking about menopause, but they say, like women, I guess about 50 is when you get into menopause, correct? About there?
you can
Yeah, but you start perimenopause in your 40s, actually.
Okay, well, that's what
Yes.
they're talking about. So they say when you get to that point, it doesn't matter. You could have eaten the same way your entire life and been the same weight your entire life. You wake up one morning and suddenly you go, I'm 10 pounds heavier. What happened? And they can't get rid of it. Is there a way to get rid of that? Because I know it's a lot of hormonal things going on.
Yeah, hormonal fluctuations, of course. And the hormones are your regulatory system for your entire body. And they really can impact or impede your weight loss. So the first thing I want you to do is to eat a protein-rich breakfast with some fiber. And I want you to eat within the first hour of awakening. The reason is because you start your metabolism, you get it revved up first thing in the morning, as soon as you get out of bed. So first, eat within the first hour of awakening. The other thing is eat a protein-rich breakfast. So it could be an omelet with vegetables. Yeah, I do like a breakfast bowl with beans and eggs and spinach and other vegetables. So I want you to have that. The other thing is I want you to stop eating no later than 3 hours before bedtime. And the reason is because,
That is a tough one.
for you especially, because you have a whole different schedule. And many people do. I get that. But try to do it 3 hours, but no later than 3 hours before
Because your
bedtime.
metabolism slows down?
Yes. And it will impede your weight loss. It really does impede your weight loss. And not only that, it will interfere with your circadian rhythm, so your sleep patterns. So
I'm hungry by that time. Do I want to eat again before
are
bed?
you really hungry?
Well, I'm emotionally hungry. Okay?
Just needs a hug.
I need a hug before bedtime.
Yeah. I've got some
Not ice
fixes.
cream.
I've got some fixes for those late night strikes. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So I need you to do that because these are all things that work with your body to keep it lean. And then I need you to eat lean and clean. So need you to cut added sugar, of course. That's a part of this whole scenario through weight loss. And then eat whole unprocessed sprouted grains. That's going to stop the belly fat, and it's going to give you the energy that you need to sustain
So it is
your whole day.
reversible because all my girlfriends said, forget it.
Absolutely.
No.
Okay.
I think what you need.
Totally reversible.
You know what? You need to change the word reversible and just make it acceptable. And then you don't have to do
I'm
any
okay
of
with
it.
it
You just
either way.
accept yourself the
It's about
way
being
you are.
healthy. Well, you know
right?
what? I'm going to say something.
My way of thinking.
I hope Matt and yourself accepts the ways you are, exactly as you are, because Johnny's going to punt to you, and one of you is going to catch it, and the other one's not. So you better accept that. Come on back, everybody.
No fair catch, buddy. No fair catch.
Got to punt over that.